bit about tonight's game, and then we'll open it up.
Good college basketball game. You know, Bucknell is very talented, has some great veterans. They've played a heck of a schedule so far, and that's a really good win we had tonight because they're going to win a lot of games, and they've played a crazy schedule. So we're fortunate to have a win, but I'm really proud of our guys, especially from having a week off of Seton Hall. That game where the wheels fell off, we did a good job of responding to that. We had a good week of practice, and I'm really proud of the guys. And it wasn't perfect, but there's a lot of good things. I thought we had a great energy from our bench. It gave us a great lift, and then late in the game, I thought we had a couple different combinations out there that really helped us. So, step in the right direction. We got better today.
Coach, you could say more things went right than they did wrong for obvious reasons, but after a week where their brains are fried from finals, to have their composure tested and come out on top, does that say a lot about this squad?
I hope so. I hope we could really add to this and get better and do a little bit more. Just really proud of our approach. Yeah, you know, we've had a crazy schedule. We've had some crazy things happen, results, and then you have a week of exams. And to be honest with you, even though this past week was exams, the week before we probably had more work. So the guys were a little fried that week, and then the emotional game of Texas, and then what occurred up at Seton Hall, and then they had to go into exams. And I was really proud of how they handled all that, and to be ready to go tonight against a good team, a veteran team with a heck of a coach. Really proud of our guys.
You mentioned it wasn't perfect, but how would you kind of grade this as a response to last Saturday's game based on the practice they had?
Grade this compared to last week?
Or you grade this as a response to last
The response, I honestly, when you win, it's an A. You know, the result was we got better this week, and we found a way to win and beat a good team. That's an A to me. Now we got to get better, and we got to get better for league play. But without a doubt, it was a great response. And you know, it's not perfect, but we did some really good things.
You were double teaming at the end, double teaming at the center. How much do you practice double teaming?
Practice it a lot. We practice it a lot. We work on it a lot. We rep it a lot. Our guys are getting better awareness when to do it. It's just another way to get our hands on the ball and get some steals, and also just take away a one-on-one opportunity in the post. What I like about it more than anything, it doesn't get our post players in foul trouble if we do it early in the game. You know, he's a load down there. Nana's a heck of a player, but we just made it harder for him. I mean, he still had some points, but I thought late in the game it really threw them off, where they went more to the perimeter on ball screens than trying to get in the post.
Coach, in that final segment of the first half, something switched for Johnny because he went on a personal 8-0 run there. But what was it that got him going?
Well, I thought he did a really good job of attacking, getting downhill. And when he gets downhill, he gets himself going, and that's when his pull-up gets going, his three-ball gets going, gets to the foul line. But I thought he did a really good job today of running the team. Now, he made plays to score because he's an aggressive player, but I thought he did a really good job of having a really good floor game, getting guys shots, pulling the ball out, knowing the shot clock, running some good stuff. I was really proud of him, especially after last Saturday, because he was really bummed out himself. So, you know, this is a whole new role for him, and now we're 11 games in, so it's got to continue to get better and better. But today was great for him.
Coach, you forced 17 turnovers today. Was it as simple as something that you had seen in films leading up to this game where you could speed them up? Because Brown looked incredibly uncomfortable tonight throughout the game.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't really get a lot of traps today, but I thought we were wearing them out. Just the constant pressure. I thought our ball screen defense throughout most of the game we were making him earn it coming off the ball screens. I thought we got to their legs a little bit late, but I think a lot of the turnovers occurred. We were just more active today with our hands in half court. Our defense is improving. Honestly, probably about 85% of practice now is spent on the defensive end. Everybody knows we can score, and we're organized on the offensive end, and we'll keep working on it. But we spend so much time now because that's the thing we have to improve the most. And I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I know our defense has to get better. And so I thought we were just more active today, had better awareness, and got our hands on the ball in the half court. And when that happens and we can get the press going, that's when you're going to have a 20, 25 turnover game.
When you talk about working with defense and your pressure and your traps, do you put any emphasis or different emphasis on causing live ball turnovers as opposed to dead ball turnovers?
Oh, absolutely, because if we get a live ball turnover, we're gone. As quick as we got that steal, we want to go score. So, and that's just a backbreaker. And that's what happened to us a lot this year. I think is some of our turnovers have led to wide open threes at the other end or quick layups that we can't even defend. So we live on that. If we get a steal or a miss, we want to go with it. But if we get a steal, let's roll with it and let's make them pay twice.
Coach, when you talk about defense, when you guys were able to get back, get possessions after you made great defensive stops, you guys got to the line 23 times tonight. Talk about the aggressiveness of getting to the line, but not only that, but making 20 to 23.
Well, I thought we played downhill and got paint touches, shared the ball. Thought we threw the ball into the post. Our post players did a really good job of being strong with it. But then I also thought we drew some fouls, getting offensive rebounds and trying to put it back. And then when you shoot 20 for 23, I mean that's always going to put you in a good position to win the game. When it comes down to a 2-3 possession game late, all that stuff really adds up.
Coach, it seems like Chris Lane has been struggling here the last few games, minus the Texas game. Is there anything that you like to see from him coming forward to maybe try to get him back in the groove?
Yeah, I mean we all go through that as players and everybody just is part of the game. And I thought he responded really well the second half at Texas, and the last two were a little bit tougher. He guarded a guy that was really good. A potential pro player today. He's a load. And you get a couple of calls and it changes your approach to the game. He'll be all right. The one thing about Chris is he really works and he listens. He doesn't get mad at the world and fight it. He's like, what I got to do, what I got to do it, and I think that will help him. And the one thing is some things didn't go his way, but we put him back in there, and he's into the game. He's on the bench. He's in the game. He's been through this before. He's an older guy, so we need him to play better. But what's great is he has guys now behind him picking him up when he's not having a great day, and that's a sign of a team.
Malik back on the floor, a couple threes, and you said at one point during the season he brings relief on the court. Did you get that sense again with him back?
Yeah, I think that it made when Malik getting out there, it was just great for the guys to see. I think it was great for him to say I could do this. We weren't going to play him that much, and I said, "How you feeling?" He said, "I feel pretty good." Of course, when you make a couple shots, as soon as you get out there, that cures everything. And he's his defense, he helps us so much on the defensive end. High basketball IQ, great court awareness, great defensive awareness. I thought that was huge.
You guys had that 10-hour run where you were down 3 and you moved back ahead. Was that sequence of a couple of turnovers that led to basket? Was that pretty much exactly what you want to see?
Yeah, that's how we need to play. I think that's when we're at our best. We got our hand on a couple balls, took off with it, got some scores. We had a couple second effort plays on the offensive end, keeping balls alive. And I really thought we had paint touches and we were sharing the ball. And Johnny got downhill a couple times as well. So it's just sort of everybody doing their share. But it starts on the defensive end. Today, it wasn't perfect, but when we needed to get stops, we did, and we just got to continue to work on it.
Coach, we're like 5 minutes away from the conference schedule beginning. How has your out-of-conference schedule prepared you? When you look at the styles and the opponents you played coming up into the A-10, how do you think your schedule has helped prepare you?
Well, style-wise, we played a bunch of different styles. Teams that play fast, teams that play slow, teams that play inside or play outside. So played some older teams, so where you got to really sit down and guard people. So, we have a feel that way about what we can do with certain styles. But we played a pretty darn good schedule. The disappointing thing about the schedule up till now is we had a couple of those in our graphs, but we didn't get it. And it would have been nice to get 1, 2, 3 of those games, but we didn't, and that's reality. So what are we going to do about things we can control and come up? And we have 2 more games in league play. But I've said this before, and I totally believe in it. You want to play a very good out-of-conference schedule. You want to play against teams that would win your league, because then you're prepared for your league. And VCU is always going to do that. We did it this year. Some of the teams we played would if they were in the A-10, they'd be picked to win the league. So that prepares us to go out and play whoever it is in the A-10 we have to play that night to be ready to win.
Chip's last one.
It says Bucknell, VCU on the box score, but in a way, it's the Randolph-Macon reunion with Nathan Davis, yourself, and graduate assistant Lamont Moore on your squad. How small of a world is college basketball? Where all this
It's,
just
yeah,
comes together?
well, I don't, we're never playing again. We talked about that earlier today, but, you know, Nathan and I worked together for Coach Nunley at Randolph-Macon. He's one of my best friends. When, you know, of course, my 4 years here with Shaka, I lived in Ashland, and he was right around the corner. You know, we talk all the time. You know, Don Brown, our strength coach, his brother's on the staff at Bucknell. Joe Meehan, one of their assistants, played at Lebanon Valley College, where J.D. Byers and I, J.D. Byers and Nathan worked together his first year at Randolph-Macon when they went to the Final Four, and we could keep going on and on. It's a small world. It's a special, the Randolph-Macon basketball family is a special group. Some of my best friends in the world, Nathan's one of them. It's special. We root for each other all the time. For today, for 40 minutes, we didn't, and that's it. We'll leave it at that, and nobody will cheer for Bucknell more than I will, and he'll cheer for VCU because that's just the type of person he is. Pretty cool.
Thanks, guys. We're going to bring Nathan